Hello, my name is Dustin Chu. Today I'm going to be talking to you about credit card debt. How many of you have a credit card? Okay, I assume everyone here likes to buy things that they love and enjoy, right? Okay, how many of you here use your credit card more than cash? Okay, great. How many of you here like would like to have a financially stable future? Okay, imagine this scenario. You're at the mall, you see something amazing that you want to buy, you check your wallet, and you don't have enough money to buy it. What do? It's easier to say, oh, I won't buy it, I don't need it. But most likely, people are going to end up going to that store, buying the item, and with the credit card. Every instance like this, you end up keep on swiping and swiping and swiping, which could eventually lead to credit card debt. Why is this topic important? Because an article written by creditcard.com states that 58% of college students have a credit card. 28% said they needed an alternative to cash, and 25% said they were interested in earning rewards. A survey conducted by Fox Business and CNBC shows that over a third of college students have over $1,000 in credit card debt. Having a credit card is a huge responsibility, and not keeping track of spending will eventually lead to credit card debt. This speech is going to go through the causes of credit card debt and how to prevent it and how to pay off your debt. In this speech, I will be talking about credit card debt and why it's a problem, and then explain the causes. Lastly, I would explain how you can prevent it and get out of credit card debt. An article written by Lexington Law states that in the fourth quarter of 2018, America owed a total of $870 billion in credit card debt alone, a 5% increase from 2017. When other sources of revolving consumer credit are factored in, Americans owe a total of $1.57 trillion as of March 2019. Their statistics also state that 15% of Americans are spending more than they receive. One of the articles that I mentioned earlier about the third of college students having over $1,000 in debt. Yeah, the same article found information from the Federal Reserve Bank that 8% of balances held by ages 18 to 29 hit the seriously delinquent territory in the first quarter of 2019, which means they are at least 90 days overdue with no payment. What does this mean? Well, this means that a few of you have an overdue credit card payment, or you know someone who does. In 2015, a college graduate got a credit card and ended up getting multiple credit cards, and she ended up accumulating over $7,000 of high interest debt. This cost her 20% of her take-home salary each month. As you can see, credit card debt is a major financial issue. How did this become an issue in our society? Currently, credit cards have become a more popular form of transaction other than cash. An article written by J. Angelique on Fortunately reviewed results of an MIT study that surveyed credit card users, and the results were that they ended up spending 83% more money. Ultimately, one major cause is that people spend more money with credit cards than with cash. Another cause of credit card debt is that interest rates are increasing and consumers are paying the minimum. An article on CNBC written by Megan Linhart discovered on creditcards.com that the average credit card APR is 17.73%. According to Experian, if your credit card charges the average APR and you paid a minimum each month, which is 3%, which is roughly $129 to start, you'd stay in debt for about 15 years and put more than $3,800 towards interest. Now that you know the causes of credit card debt, I will now tell you how to minimize it and get out. What you should do is start creating a budget. An advisor on Forbes explains several ways to budget. Write down your monthly expenses, which include predictable expenses such as rent or mortgage payments, car payments, etc. Also, include things like groceries, utility bills, and entertainment. Write down your monthly expenses. Writing down your monthly expenses is only one of the several ways you can budget. If you want to know more on how to budget, check out the article for yourself. A man named Randy used an app called Simple to help budget his money and pay off his $16,000 debt in 2 years. In this speech, I talked about the issues of credit card debt and what can be done about it. Credit card debt is a serious financial issue that is easy to fall into. In this speech, I informed you about the dangers of credit card debt and how you can get out. Going back to the first scenario, if you decided that you can just wait until you have enough cash to buy the item you want, you just lowered your chances of getting into credit card debt. If you keep this up, you will have a debt-free future.